So far we have seen schema provided by FlowJV. Let's suppose you have a requirement which doesn't fit into FlowJV. In that case, you want to create a custom type for your own requirement, in which case FlowJV provides extensibility by providing a type called custom. Like let's suppose I want to add a field which is called key doubler, and I would say type as custom. When I say type as custom, FlowJV ignores this type and doesn't render anything over here. Now it's our responsibility to do whatever we want to with this. Now the way I display this is completely left to us. The way we do is, FlowJV form also takes a prop called render map, which takes the key value we want to customize, in our case doubler, and this takes a React component where we can render whatever we want to. Like let's suppose I want to render an input which is of type text, and that gets automatically displayed in the UI. Now I can customize this using some styling. Like now whatever we render in place of doubler is completely up to us. One thing is, doubler expects value end on change, which says whenever I set a value it should be displayed like such, and whenever I on change I would say on change of e.target.value, because I have defined it as doubler because I want to show double the amount of number that was entered so far. So I would say plus value into 2, and I would set the default value to 0. Now let's suppose I define 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever value I enter, that gets doubled down. Not only this, you can also override the behavior of existing fields. So through this render map, you can define your own custom type and decide the behavior you want to have in the UI. Render map is particularly useful for custom props, but it is not limited for custom type. In fact, doubler can also have its own custom validations, in which case we, same as the others, we define the logic and then error. Let's suppose logic always returns false, which means it's always an error, and I'll say error. Now to show this error in this doubler custom field, render map also provides another prop called errors and success. Based on this, you can have your styling defined for success and error. Let's suppose if I have error, I want to define border color to be red, in which case if errors.length greater than 0, 2 pixels solid red, and it always shows red because in the validation we always defined it as red.